have to first get into these messages, child, okay? And these are comments. I appreciate everybody that commented on the last video. I'm going to probably start, you know, with the videos to come. I know we do tweets at the end, but I also want to show the comments of the people that, you know, have a lot to say on the other video, right? So Andrea Brown stated that Zach's friend annoyed her so much. I agree. Child, they annoy me too. Like, like I said on the last, I believe it was a tweet that I said, they need to be replaced, period. Like, they really, really need to be replaced. Then, Shay in LA 310, you know, that's my girl. We always usually do videos together. She said Fatima is pissing her off. She's pulling the guns on people now. Listen, I know. Fatima, you know, I think that being in that situation, I feel like, well, not that I was in this situation, but being that in her situation, I feel like you just kind of, you know, you're all emotionally all over the place. And I mean, you know, you really can't say what you can and won't do in a situation. And that, like, you know, the betrayal of her best friend, I kind of understand and get, like, why she pulled guns out on people, you know. And then Saxton Heights, the way people are acting over Zach's townhouse, like, I guess acting like doing too much. But then also, like, they was like, same person was like, the jacuzzi in the back gets major points. I agree. That jacuzzi, the layout on the townhouse is sickening, like, for real. And that's all of the, you know, some of the comments that were on the video. And please, if you guys are watching the video, please make sure that you are making sure you comment, because I do engage back, and I do comment back, and we, you know, talk back and forth on the videos. So make sure you do that, and you might be featured in the next video. Who knows? But let's go on and get to it, okay? Listen, child. First and foremost, right? Because it's early. And usually I know you're like, Monika J, it's too early of a cocktail. It's in a cocktail glass because I'm a little bougie sometimes. But this is not a cocktail. This is, I do fresh juicing, like pressed juice. I love juicing. So this right here is what I call Happy Belly. It is oranges, lemons, ginger, carrots, grapefruit. And that's what we're about to get into, okay, this morning. Oh. So if you see me grabbing something because I need a little parched, honey, that's what it is, okay? So let's get into it. Season 1, episode 6, Cutting Ties, okay? The first scene, it opens up because remember last episode, Zach was kind of taken back because his friends showed him the picture of Fatima hugging Ian, right? So it opens back up with him doing that, and then he's telling the guys to leave, right? He's telling them to leave because he still kind of needs to process the picture, and you can see Zach's crying, and he then one of the guys, I think his name's Tony, he stays. And he's crying and he's asking, like, I want to know the details. I want to know, like, everything. I want to know the details. And the guy kind of, you know, told him, he basically was like on one knee. They were talking, they were hugging. I really didn't hear anything because I was outside. But the guy also, which is the only thing, because, you know, like I said before, I really don't like his friends. But the only good advice that he did tell him was basically make sure you think everything through before you speak. I'm your boy. We are, you know, the other friend, we're your boys, and we love you. Child, that was like the only thing good that he has said, because when I tell you his friends ain't shit, his friends ain't shit, okay? But we'll get into that. Then the next scene, it shows that Zach is coming out the shower, child, bucket naked, okay? Bucket naked, yes, child, bucket naked, okay? And don't ask me why I say it like that. I think it's a video, like, it's from a video. Don't worry about it, okay? I don't really talk like that, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, he was coming out the shower, and Fatima was laying in the bathtub, the bubble bath. Okay, first of all, before we get into this, I need to say, I love the design of their bathroom. How the shower is like right here, and then in the middle, kind of like an island. It's kind of designed like an island. In the middle is the bathtub. It's so bomb. Like, amazing. Amazing. I just wanted to, you know, throw that out and say that, because I just, it was, right? So anyways, so he walks by her and was like, you sure are quiet. And she was like, I'm okay, you know, I'm fine. And he then tells her a new tenant is moving next door. Now, mind you, he had told old girl that he was going to run it by her or let her know. I kind of thought he was going to, like, you know, talk to her about it and not tell her. But I think in this moment of him being mad, I think he just was like, yeah, a new tenant is coming in. Now, mind you, remember, this old stripper girl. I don't think that he should be doing it, but hey, who am I to say, you know? Who am I to say anything? But she's there kind of like, still kind of, her face looked like she was crying and stuff. So he's like, what's wrong with you, basically? Like, you look like you've been crying. She was like, it's partially Belinda. And he was like, partially, then what's the other half? And he was like asking, it's interesting, like, what happened after work? Because normally you know, come home at a certain time, and you came home a little late. And Fatima then admits to going to the coffee shop after work. Like, okay, but Fatima tells him that she was there with, at the coffee shop with his ex, and he was like, you met up with your ex and you're crying, like, what's that about? Like, they have some words. And he feels like, of all people, she should be able to tell him, like, regardless of what's going on with her and the ex, she should be able to tell him what's going on, you know what I mean? But she didn't. And she was just like, I will, but I just not right now, you know? And he's like, I'm going out with the boys. And she tells him not to do nothing stupid. Like, don't do nothing stupid, okay? Like, for real. Don't do nothing stupid, Zach. Because, you know, we just know. We just, you know, don't do nothing stupid, okay? And then Fatima calls Angela and asks, like, are you busy? Are you doing something? Come over. Please come by, right? Child, then it pans to Zach walking into this pool party with the boys, right? Now, I thought it was just like a kickback. I didn't realize it was a doggone pool party. So, girl, this just gonna be, when he walks in, I just feel like it's gonna be a hot mess, okay? It just looks like a hot mess. So, his boys are there, and then, you know, he's, you know, talking about, like, basically, like, well, get over her, Fatima, she dirty anyways, basically, and then they pan them over to the baby mama, talking about, you need to go smash her. No, you don't. No, you don't. You already smashed her. We kind of still waiting to see the results of the baby. You don't need to smash her, okay? You've been there, done that, Zach, okay? Been there, done that. Just had to say that real quick. It wasn't, you know, a part of the thing. I just wanted to say that, you know what I'm saying? So then, child, Angela calls, you know, Angela gets to the house, and I guess she's outside, and she sees that Zach's car's not there. So she calls Bryce and says, you know, they got in an argument. Zach's not here. They got in an argument, and can you go check on him? So he does. He calls Zach, and Zach's like, oh, I was just thinking about you. So he basically was like, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm at this party, but I probably shouldn't be here. It's not my cup of tea. Like, it's not my speed. So I'm leaving, right? So then Bryce is like, okay, well, meet me at a local diner. So he's walking out, and of course, because it's Tyler Perry, Deja is walking up. Remember I told you Deja looked like a stripper hoe, right? Child, listen, okay? Deja walks up, and then she's like, oh, well, I see why you can't approve my application for my the place, because you over here partying. And he's like, nah, it's not like that, it's not like that. And she was like, well, should I come over tomorrow and get my keys? Am I accepted? I mean, am I approved? And he was like, nah, you don't have to do that. This fool had keys with him. Like, why are you just carrying, like, they're not even your keys. They're keys for next door. So why would you even have those keys on you? Like, I don't understand. Like, to me, I just didn't understand why he had the keys on him. And I don't know if anybody else was thinking that. But I was thinking that. I was like, why do you have the keys on you, Zach? Like, that should be in your house. But, well, again, who am I to judge what you doing? Okay? Anyways, so he hands her the keys and was like, you can move in tomorrow. Yeah, I just needed a drink because, I mean, even though it's a mocktail. Because, child, I understand that you done told this woman, Fatima, that the girl was moving in. But she just, no, Zach, no. She's not the one. I feel like somebody that lives next door is like either a dude, like an older dude. So it won't be a threat to you and Fatima. Or an older lady. So it won't be a threat to Fatima. But then again, I don't know. Because you was about to smash the senator's wife. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If an older lady, I don't know, child, listen. Okay. I don't know who, maybe, I don't know who should be living next door, but it's not her. I'm just saying. Well, then Deja's asking Zach how he knows the guy that's throwing a party. And he was like, I don't know him. Actually, my friends invited me here. I'm here with them. And she was like, oh, okay, well, he was like, so what are you doing here? And she was like, I'm working. Child, in that moment, I was like, okay, confirmed. She is a stripper, child. Who is coming to work? Like, are you a bartender? And she was like, no. I know you're not a DJ because the DJ already there. Are you a bottle girl? We're like, well, what are you doing here, sis? And she was like, because he was like, on your application, it says you are nail tech. And she was like, the best in Atlanta. Okay, that's great, but still, why are you here? She was like, oh, in the apartment, in the evening, I'm a stripper. All right. Child, listen, the first thought that I thought was, I hope that she don't work with the baby mama, okay, at the pole place, right? The booty joint. Like, I hope she don't work at the booty joint, okay? Child, listen, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, okay, maybe Deja knows the baby mama. I forget in this moment what the baby mama name is, but I was like, maybe that's what's going on, right? And he was like, oh, so you work at the pole place? And she was like, no, I only do private parties because that's classier. Child, listen, I can't even smack right. Listen, private parties are not classier, boo-boo, okay? And I'm kind of speaking from experience, but kind of not, but kind of not. Y'all try to figure it out if I'm telling the truth or not, okay? Because that's my business, as Tabitha would say. But a booty joint is a little bit more controlled. You have people there that, you know, are making sure that everybody's good, safe. You can't really touch the girls unless you, you know, are tipping them, or if you go into a private little section, right? A private party, child, you be lucky if you have a bouncer there, okay, or some security, and they be groping you a lot more, and I feel like you're doing a lot more at a private party than you probably are at a strip club. And I don't see how it's classier. They probably would consider you more trashier, because to me, I feel like guys feel like it's like anything can go because you're at a private party. That's just my tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what I feel. I'm just saying. But you know what? Deja thinks that, whatever, right? So then she's like, you're not gonna come back? And he was like, no, I'm about to leave, whatever, right? And she was like, saying like, yo, you don't have to worry about rent because one of my Deja daddies is gonna pay for rent and make sure it's always paid. So now you telling him not only are you a stripper, but you only really can pay for your rent because the sugar daddies that you got. Child, listen, I don't know. See, I'm telling you, like, it just doesn't seem secure to me. Like, that situation don't seem secure. Because if all her baby daddy, I mean, her sugar daddy, stop talking to her for whatever reason, can you really pay rent? That's not secure. Now, I'm not judging anybody that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? But if, to me, I just feel like you need to have a little bit more solid income. But if Deja can work it out, hey, who am I to judge, right? So she already invited him back in. He was like, no, it's cool, whatever, I'm not going, right? So then she was like, okay, well, if you're not going to do that, then at least watch me walk away. So Deja got this fur on, right? Oh, I forgot that when she was telling him that she was a stripper, she opened her opened her fur, and she had like basically a little stripper's outfit, right? And he all drooling and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like how dudes do, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so as you know, she's now leaving, telling him to watch her walk away. She got the fur on and she drops it on one side so he can see the ass and the body and all that, right? And of course, Zach being Zach is like, oh, wait, I'm gonna come back and see you dance for a minute. So he's asking, so does that make me a Deja daddy? First of all, Zach, listen, okay? I need it. In that moment, I needed to, okay? First of all, you should not be asking if you a Deja daddy, okay? Because you got a whole ass woman at home, okay? That would probably fuck that girl up in a heartbeat and wouldn't even think twice about it, okay? Secondly, yeah, that's your tenant. So, one, you shouldn't be going back and trying to get no dance from her, right? Because you agreed for her to be your tenant. So, you crossing too many lines. In my book, you crossing too many lines. Like, you flirting with her, hella flirting with her, one. Two, you asking her if you now a Deja daddy. So if you Deja daddy, that means you not gonna get rent from her. Basically, is kind of what you kind of saying, right? Without saying. Thirdly, like you over here about to get a lap dance from her. That's a red flag all over her. Okay, red flag. Red flag. Trust. Okay, trust. So then, of course, Zach goes back to the party, right? And did we forget that Bryce was waiting at you at the diner? Zach, did we forget that? But anyways, you know, who am I? You know, again, who am I? So anyway, so Zach goes in the party. Of course, and his bad influential friends are there, right? And they, you know, I guess at this point, the host of the party, which is the guy, gets on the mic and announced that it's his girl's party. And that what she wanted for her birthday, or her, I don't know if it's birthday or just a party, I don't know, is female strippers. And that he flew in good strippers all over the world, right? And of course, here comes Deja's ass dancing on a pole, right? But when I tell you she was dancing, it looked like that whole little scene, like she was literally grinding and dancing for Zach, like tunnel vision, like just looking at Zach. There's all kind of people in there, probably, you know, she need to make her money and all that, but she is only looking at Zach and literally looked like she was dancing for him, right? So then, of course, his trash ass friends tell her to come over, doing like this, right? And tells her like he needs to dance. He needs to dance. Like, so she over there grinding on him and doing all the little dancing and shit and whatnot in front of him, right? And then his boys pumping up like, Zach back, Zach's back, Zach's back. Child, listen, Zach ain't back, okay? He got a woman at home, and he just in his head and his feelings right now. Because one thing about men are they're more sensitive than women. Women, we think that we sensitive, but when a man is hurt, child, watch the fuck out, okay? Because they are bigger bitches than we are sometimes, okay? I'm just saying. I'm not saying it to be mean, but guys are more sensitive than women any day if you hurt their feelings. So he at this moment is not thinking about Fatima. He is embarrassed, hurt, don't know what to do, because this man done bought her Fatima a car. He done moved this girl in his house. he basically tricking off, kind of, because I was like, you know, white baby was like, oh, I'm tricking off on you, huh? Listen, when you married, it's not tricking off, it's just showing love. But when you are just dating, I feel like that's considered tricking off, okay? I just need to clarify that real quick, okay? It's a difference. It's a difference, okay? If I'm spending all this money and whining and dining you because we are married, okay? Married, you see it, okay? That means that you just love me and I love you back, okay? It's reciprocated, okay? But if you're dating, right, or just together, and you're always the one spending money, baby, I'm sorry, but that's considered tricking. Okay, back to this. You know, I be getting a little my feelings and having to tell y'all what y'all feeling in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I get the spirit of telling y'all stuff. Okay. Now, but I digress. Okay, I digress. Okay. So then, child, the next scene, it goes back to the girls, Fatima and Angela at the house, and somebody banging on the door like it's the police. So Angela goes, okay, are you expecting somebody? And she's like, no. So she goes to the door, and child is Zach's brother asking for him, right? And asking all these questions. Where's Zach? What's his phone number? Is this your house? Did you guys buy this house? Etc. etc. Child, first of all, okay, I know of you, but I don't know you, first of all. Secondly, I mentioned to you, she mentioned to him that Zach is not there, okay? So your next thing is, okay, well, here's my number, or tell him I stopped by. That's all that you need to ask. Or, that's all you need to say, okay? You don't need to be asking me who bought the house, if this our house, what's Zach's number, because obviously if you asking for it, he don't fucking want you to have it, okay? I'm just saying. But he is just like really on, oh, well, this house. He's like, he just keeps on emphasizing about the house and how big it is. So Fatima was like, I can't give you his number, but I'll let him know that you came by. And he was like, oh, well, can I come in? And he was being very aggressive. Like, first of all, no, it's just me and my friend here. Your brother's not here. I don't know you. So no, you cannot come in, right? Like I don't understand, right? But to me, right, just my thoughts, when he was being just very like repetitive with asking about the house, I just feel like, one, he might be dirty or shady, right? The brother. And I feel like he's like, oh, my brother got money, so now we on the come up. So I feel like he feels like he's going to get a part of whatever Zach got, right? If you haven't been around and you are not in my life like that, you don't get anything. You don't benefit from me at all. Okay? And yeah, I had to come up because in case any of these people are, in my family, okay, are looking. If I'm going to come up and I come up, don't come knocking on my door. Don't come Facebook me, Instagram me. Don't try to get my phone number because you ain't getting shit. I'm just saying. That's how I feel, okay? But I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how he feeling like he gonna get something. Child, you ain't getting nothing. Nothing out of Zach. And I need to take a drink. So cool me down, child. Because that moment triggered me. Did you see that? It sure the fuck did. It triggered me. So I need to cool myself down. And I know this is a show, child, but some of these situations be feeling like they real. And some of these situations, people done gone through, right? And it brings me to say, right? Because I know that Fatima had got closure last episode, or yeah, she did, right? And I feel like it's very important as a woman for you to get closure from the core of where you got hurt, right? Now for myself, the person that really hurt me, I probably would never be able to get closure from that person because, one, they kind of high in the limelight, kind of, sort of, right? Two, they kind of are, they not kind of, they're comedian, right? And I feel like if I were to try to get closure, I feel like I would be a part of his comedy. And I would be, I don't know, like just a joke. And I just feel like my closure and my happiness and my healing is better than that. It doesn't need that, right? But I feel like it's important as a woman for you to be able to get the closure that you need so that you can be able to finally heal, because you don't realize sometimes how much that affects your other relationships after that, right? But sometimes you just have to either go through therapy or go through, you know, just your own healing process to be able to move on. So anyways, that was a little insert real quick. You know, again, this stuff be really triggering and bringing up things in situations, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I feel like people be so invested in this show, because you be like, oh girl, you remember when that happened, or when we was, you know, you really kind of feel that way. So back to the closing, because it's about to, you know, the closing scenes and stuff in the tweet. So let's get back to it. Let's keep on track, okay? So anyways, so somehow Bryce comes to the party, because remember, child, he was waiting at the diner probably. So he comes to the party, he trying to pull Zach away or whatever. And Zach at this point is so drunk, okay? He's so drunk. Deja's trying to, like, you know, get him out, because he's like, no, I thought Deja was going to take me home. And she was like, no. So she's trying to pull him and get him out the party. And then they finally, you know, get them out. And he's walking with, you know, with his hand over Bryce. And he's asking, like, where's your shirt? And he's like, you know, I don't wear shirts. I go out topless. Child, listen, okay? Listen, you're going to be in big ass trouble if you go back to the house, one, drunk, two, without a shirt, okay? Because you already know it looks like you doing some dirt, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So then, child, it goes back to the scene with Fatima and Angela at the house, right? And they're talking about the situation and talking about how they got into it. And then Angela asks, like, where's Zach? And she's like, I'm glad that you asked that. I don't know. He's out somewhere, right? Then in that moment, Belinda texts Fatima, right? So then she's like, what the hell? Like, I thought I blocked that hoe, right? Then she flips her phone over, and guess who Belinda then texts? Belinda then texts Angela, right? Okay. So Angela looks at the phone, and she's like all kind of, you know. So Fatima then asks, like, what's going on? Because I know something's going on. So she then asks her to look at her phone. And child, the scene ends, right, with Angela showing Fatima the phone, and the phone has a picture of Deja dancing on Zach, okay? Child, listen, okay? Listen. I don't even, nervous energy right now, okay? Because I'm nervous for Zach, okay? Listen. Deja is going to be in trouble, okay, in more ways than one, okay? First of all, she living next door, okay? Secondly, she dancing on Fatima man, okay? She's shy. I can't wait till next episode, child. Number 7 is called Trouble at Home, okay? Because it is. It really is some trouble at home, girl. Child, I don't know, okay? I don't know. It's gonna be some mess, okay? It's gonna be some mess. You already know what time it is. Tweets right here. First one is from Classy and Crowded. Why does Zach believe the worst about Fatima before he talks to her? First time was the voicemail Hayden sent him. Zach flew off the handle then too. Listen, child, I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand why he just doesn't talk to her. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm holding my phone in case you guys are like, why? You know? Okay, just, you know. But anyways, but yeah, I don't know why he just doesn't talk to her and just figure out what's going on, you know, and have a conversation, because I feel like it's best for the both of them, you know. Shay says, I'm really paying attention to his estranged brother showing up, casing the place. Glad Fatima closed the door on him. Child, listen, okay? I'm glad too, because I told you in there, it was just like he was just seeming like he's trying to get some money or something, like he feels like because his brother has money that he's entitled to have money or something. I don't know, but it is like it's really giving weird vibes, like it really is. And then or I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure, but you know, the tweets will be here. Thank you, Eden, for giving Fatima her closure. Now step. Listen, like I said before in the thing earlier, I feel like it's very good for women to get their closure, because I think it's needed. But don't come trying to linger around because you're not needed, okay? You like that? I like that too, girl. Okay. And then Lakeisha Sanders. This broke my heart, but Fatima was trying to get closure, and that's understandable. What's not understandable is her not telling Zach the truth. No matter how much it hurts, it's going to hurt. Tell the truth. I agree. Like, it may hurt, but I feel like it's still worth telling the truth. But it's just, I don't know, sometimes one of those things where sometimes people can't handle the truth, you know, and that moment, or I don't know, but I feel like you should just give your partner or person a chance to know and receive the truth. Unbreakable_ran. The biggest question of the night was, or is, where was Thirsty Belinda that she was able to take a picture to send to Fatima? Was she getting her money like Deja? Child, listen, okay? Because Deja was getting her money and dancing on her man. So was she doing the same and we didn't see that? Maybe we'll see that in the next one, okay? The next episode, okay? And the last one is Jasmine, girl. Me and my best friend was glued to Fatima BET. Last night was a really good show, okay? Child, I agree. Okay, I agree. It was really, really good. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. Okay, as you guys have been enjoying these reviews, child, I've been seeing you guys posting the comments. I have new subscribers. Listen, make sure you guys are liking and sharing these videos, child, because it seems like y'all are enjoying it, okay? And make sure you subscribe, okay? To anybody that's new to my page, please subscribe, but then also turn the bell on, so when I do have a new review, you won't miss it, okay? Because like yesterday, I was supposed to have it up, but I didn't. But today, I definitely do, so you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it, so turn the bell on, okay? Like, share, subscribe, love bugs. You already know I love you guys as always. And we gonna cheers to Saturday. Clink. Love you guys. Focus on me. Baby, can you focus?